on this call, just to make sure that you're on the path to success before we even hang up, guys. So if that's you, go ahead and comment right now, and I'll make sure to message you. And like I said, give you a huge shout out on this call. So I'm going to bring one of my favorite speakers, guys. We met in Atlanta as well. We met online, but we never met in person. This guy's just full of value, and he's always, impacting people's lives, and just a great person in the company, Mr. Cortez Springer.
What's going on, guys? Can you hear me all right? All right, good deal, good deal. Well, I mean, congratulations on all your success, man. It was phenomenal hanging out with you guys, man. And I just wanted to say to CJ, I went back and looked through all of my pictures, bro. I got a picture with every Infinity except you somehow, brother. So we got to figure out where we can meet halfway, man, just so we can get a picture with you and your lovely queen, man. That was awesome. All the success that you guys have had, man. But I want to tell you a little bit about my story, and then I actually want to show you something, because we've heard it said millions of times. We heard it on songs. They sing about it. They rap about it. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie, right? I want to give you my little bit of a testimony. I want to tell you, because I know somebody out here watching is in the shoes that I was in 3.5 years ago. This opportunity was presented to me, and the cost was $179 at the time. I was a 40-year-old man working a full-time job and could not put my hands on $179. That is a shame, but that is how a lot of people are living in this country right now, this very minute. So when we say $47, you're saying, I don't have it, I can't afford it. I'm saying to you what I said to myself then: I can't afford not to come up with the money some kind of way. And the young lady who introduced this to me, she said, listen, let's look at your W-4. Chances are it's wrong, because most people's are. And if we fix that and bring some extra money in your household, will you get started? Do I have your word? I said, absolutely. She fixed it. $135 came back in my household on my next paycheck. I put some few dollars with it, and I got started, guys. So some of you cannot actually see some of the things, because you've been beat down by life so long that you can't even dream anymore. You can't imagine making $30, $40, $50, $60,000 a month. You can't imagine leaving a legacy for your children because you can't see it right now. But one of my mentors told me, he said, he talked about the owl and the way that owls can see through the darkness, guys. Here's what you have to do if you're in that dark place today. Is it okay for you to have your sight diminished, but you cannot afford to lose your vision? You absolutely need to see yourself doing bigger and better things. You absolutely need to see what can come out of this if you're willing to make the decision. And I'm actually going to show you. Is it okay if I screen share, Alfredo, real quick? So let me share my screen with you, because some of you guys can't see $10, $12, $30,000 a month. But I think you can see that the average person who adjusts their W-4 form with us will get $200 to $600 per month back into their household. So let's just say that tops off at $300. Then we take that $300 and pay your credit cards off. The average person in America is paying $1,500 per month in interest payments alone on their debt. Let's just say you paid off $200 worth of credit cards. That brought back $500 to your house with a W-4 adjustment. Then you fix your credit using our system, and you are able to refinance a car loan to the point where you can pay that off. Maybe that was a $300 car loan. And then you had a couple people who said, hey, I noticed you fixed your credit. I want to learn how to do that too. And you sell a couple smart money kits, or you show a couple people how to get plugged in with Freddie and the rest of the team, and you're making $200 a month there. So if you follow my math with just doing some very basic things, not being a rock star recruiter, not being a huge business builder, not having a huge amount of influence online, but some basic things, we just helped you free up $1,000 per month. Say it took us 6 months to do that. Say it took us 12 months to do that. Let me show you what you can do with $1,000 a month, because I'm all about generational wealth. I want to make sure that my kids' kids can follow their dreams and their passions without having to chase a dollar. I'm going to say that one more time. I want to make sure that my kids' kids can follow their dreams and passions without having to chase $1. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to go to one of our financial calculators, and I just want you to see something really, really quickly. Let's see.
Should be on the left-hand side. It'll open up. There's a screen share button.
Got it.
There you go.
I want to share. So can you guys see the cash flow manager calculator, right?
Yes, we see it.
Okay, cool. So we just showed you that with very minimum work, a little bit of discipline, a little bit of financial focus, you freed up $1,000 per month. Now watch this. If you're serious about building generational wealth, you're serious about building a legacy, you can't see yourself making $200,000 in 3 months like Freddie and his wife, right? But you still want to make sure that you leave something behind. Let's take a look at a periodic monthly investment of that $1,000, right? And I want you to see something. We're talking about $1,000 per month. And we're going to do a 14% rate of return. And I know you're saying, Cortez, where the heck I'm going to get a 14% rate of return at? That's why you got to join the team, because we'll show you, right? And say we do this over a single generation, which is roughly 25 years, right? I'm 44, so that may be about 70 years old if I implemented this plan. Let me calculate that and show you the power of plugging in with the right people and focusing on your money, even if you cannot be a master recruiter. In 25 years, that $1,000 a month that you was giving away to interest on your loans, that you were giving away to credit card companies, that you were giving away to Uncle Sam, that grows to $2.6 million in a single generation. But I don't want you to stop there, because the Bible that I read says a good man leaves an inheritance for his kids' So let's take that $2.6 million and let's roll that over for one more generation and see what happens. Because if you're about generational wealth, you need a strategy and a game plan to get you there, right? So we said in 25 years, we took $1,000 a month and we parlayed that into $2.6 million. Now I'm going to take that same $1,000, that same money that came out of that, which is $2,600,000, right? And again, we're going to keep it at the same 14% return, because you're saying, Cortez, you ain't getting 14%. I'm telling you, we're getting 14%, right? Now let's do that for just another 20 years. And then we're going to calculate. I want you guys to see the power in financial education. There's a reason this stuff is not taught in school, ladies and gentlemen. So in 45 years, your family went from dead broke and in debt to being worth $42 million in a couple generations. And here's what you got to understand about the second 20 years. At this point, we're not even putting $1,000 a month into the bank. We're just letting the 2.6 grow. This is crazy, guys, that if someone would have told me when I was 20 years old that I could hustle up on $1,000 a month and start putting that into a place where it's going to grow and double and triple and quadruple for me, I would have done it in a heartbeat, guys. So for those of you who are looking like, hey, man, I'm not thinking that I can recruit a whole bunch of people, but you can be smart and you can exercise some discipline with your money. You can put some money to the side. You just need to know where to put it. You just need to know how to strategize. And out of the 5 things that we teach entrepreneurship, we teach tax minimization, we teach debt elimination, we teach credit education, but we also teach asset accumulation or investing. Guys, for $47, you can learn how to invest from somebody who's worth almost $700 million. The leadership team in my econ is collectively worth $1 billion through investing and understanding asset accumulation. You can learn that for $47 to start tonight, $35 per month. You might not be able to see yourself building a huge team. Guess what? There are literally hundreds of millionaires in my econ, and there was only about 30 of us infinities in the room at that event. Why? Because they became millionaires without building huge teams. So if you're not a team builder, don't let this opportunity pass you by. Let us show you how to take the little coins that you have. Let us show you how to get out of debt. Let us show you how to refinance some loans once you get your credit right. And then let us show you where you can park some money. Let us show you how to create some investment accounts in your children's name. Let us show you how to really make money have babies for $1.17 a day, $1.16 a day, man. You cannot beat that. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, Alfredo. Back to you, brother.
Oh, man, the powerhouse is in the building, man. It's just nugget after nugget after nugget. It's just more reason for you guys not to pass this up. Actually, if anyone watches this webinar and still passes this up over $1.16 a day, do me a favor. After the webinar is over, just look in the mirror, hit yourself in the head a couple times, bang it against the wall, whatever it is, whatever that's causing you to have dysfunctional thinking, fix it, come back and then join, because there's no reason why anyone